Life lessons to live by. Stop sharing your problems with everyone. 80% don't care, and the other 20% are happy you have them. Instead of looking for the good in people, start looking for good people. Do what's right for you. No one else is walking in your shoes. Gratitude attracts more things to be grateful for. A bad day doesn't mean you have a bad life. Every second spent comparing your life to someone else's is a second wasted. You can lie down for others to walk on, and they'll still complain you're not flat enough. No amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. Every person in your life is a teacher. Some bring love and support, others teach you what to avoid. A person's true colors show when they no longer benefit from you. Don't marry because you feel like you have to. Time is shorter than you think. Say, "I love you" often. If you've never doubted a decision, you haven't taken big enough risks. Not everyone who claims to be for you truly is. Watch actions, not words. You can't love someone enough to make them love you back. Words, once spoken, can only be forgiven, not forgotten. Choose them wisely. Don't let someone's mistreatment make you question your worth. Know your value, even when others don't. If you sacrifice what you want most for what you want now, disappointment will follow. Peaceful solitude is better than a miserable relationship. Sometimes you have to say no, ignore the guilt trip that follows. The hardest choices are often the right ones. What you do today shapes your future. Life will keep repeating lessons until you learn them. You are punished not for your anger, but by it. Who you surround yourself with shapes your life more than you realize. Sometimes, there's no perfect choice. Make a decision, then work to make it right. The biggest mistake is fearing mistakes. Happiness starts within. If you need others to be happy, you'll always be dependent. You're not responsible for meeting others' expectations. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Life forces us to accept things we don't want, learn things we wish we didn't, and let go of people we thought we'd never live without. Experience is the best teacher. Lessons truly sink in when you go through them yourself. You can restart your life at any moment. Begin becoming the person you want to be right now. The people who demand the most from you often do the least for you. Never sacrifice your family, heart, or dignity. Keep looking ahead. Your past is behind you for a reason. People don't always change. Sometimes, their mask just falls off. Respect others, even when they don't deserve it. It's a reflection of your character, not theirs. Some problems aren't meant to be solved, but accepted. Life won't move forward until you've learned what you need to know. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. Some people aren't worth the energy. Let them go. A person's character isn't just in their actions, but in their reactions. How people treat you is a reflection of them, not you. Mistakes prove you're trying. Love alone doesn't sustain a relationship. Communication and trust do. Everything in life has a lesson, if you're willing to learn. A person's true strength is revealed in hardship. If you put people on pedestals, don't be surprised when they look down on you. Pain makes you stronger, betrayal makes you wiser, and experience makes you smarter. Marriage amplifies both the good and bad in a relationship. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. Nothing changes unless you do. Difficult conversations are often hidden blessings. Let go, learn, and keep moving. Pain doesn't have to define you. Sometimes, not getting what you want is life's way of protecting you. The more you value yourself, the less you seek validation from others. Keeping others' secrets doesn't mean they'll keep yours. Growth often requires changing yourself more than your surroundings. It's possible to do everything right and still lose. That's life, not failure. Inner peace begins when you stop letting people and events control your emotions. Whoever angers you, controls you. Success requires sacrifice. Your achievements will match what you're willing to give up. Fear holds you back. Let go and move forward. People either find a way or find an excuse. Some will dislike you no matter what. Don't waste time trying to change that. Taking risks is scary, but you'll never know what could have been unless you try. People give advice based on their own experiences. Filter it wisely. Most people aim too low and hit their mark. Dare to aim higher. If you want love, give love. If you want truth, be honest. If you want respect, give it. Never speak from hate, jealousy, or anger. Think before you talk. Your body is the only one you get. Take care of it. People who overemphasize their honesty are often the ones lying. Self-worth isn't measured by others' opinions. If you don't like something in your life, change it. It won't change for you. Write your own story. Don't let anyone else hold the pen. Never do anything you'll have to lie about later. Making others look bad doesn't make you look better. Prioritizing yourself isn't selfish. Light travels faster than sound. Some people seem bright until they speak. Relax. Sometimes, life works itself out. Taking no risks is the biggest risk of all. You are the one person you'll always be with. Learn to like yourself. Overthinking ruins the moment. Stop twisting situations in your head. Don't worry about what others say behind your back. They're too busy ignoring their own flaws. Painful experiences often teach us lessons we didn't know we needed. Be happy on your own. Your worth isn't dependent on someone else. Act as if you belong. Confidence opens doors. Change is inevitable. Don't fear it, but don't let it control you either. Just because things could have been different doesn't mean they'd be better. Life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. Your mistakes don't define you, how you handle them does. Trust wisely, people will disappoint you. Hard work doesn't guarantee success, but laziness guarantees failure. You'll never be happy if you constantly seek approval. When you stop letting things control you, you regain power. Perfection is impossible. Focus on progress instead. Your worth is non-negotiable. Don't let anyone diminish it. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. You'll never be 100% sure about a decision. Make it anyway. Saying no without guilt protects your peace. Happiness isn't something you chase, it's something you choose. Maybe you're struggling because you're trying to be who you were before. Let that version of you go. There will always be people who don't see your worth. Don't let one of them be you. If you think you're always right, you learn nothing. No one owes you anything. Work for what you want. Life changes in an instant. Be grateful for what you have. The worst enemies are often disguised as friends. People's actions reveal their true thoughts. Don't let your lowest moments define what you believe you're capable of. What you leave undone today may never get done. The harder life pushes you, the closer you are to breakthrough. Excuses won't fix your problems. Own them and change. Surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking, not just your comfort. Never make decisions when angry or promises when happy. You don't realize the damage you cause until it happens to you. Be mindful of who you allow in your life. Some people only come to take. Maturity is having the power to destroy someone who wronged you, but choosing to breathe, walk away, and let life handle it. You are the only person you can control. Be humble enough to know you can lose everything, but confident enough to know you can get it all back. Every time you try, you're making progress. Focus on self-improvement so much that you have no time to criticize others. Smart people stop overthinking once they realize the best decisions require more gut feeling than pure intellect. Everything begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to will have power over you. Master your mind. Excuses are easy to make, finding a way takes courage. Life doesn't wait for you to be okay, keep moving forward. Never allow someone to mistreat you just because you love them. Every lie you tell creates a future problem you'll have to deal with. Do the right thing now. If you truly believe in yourself, you won't feel the need to convince others. Learn to miss someone without wanting them back. Hardships help you grow. If life were easy, you would stay the same. Some people are meant to stay in your heart, not in your life. The only way to feel better about yourself is to do things worth feeling good about. Trading long-term joy for short-term pleasure is the fastest path to regret. Set boundaries. If they leave, they were never meant to stay. Peace comes when you accept the apology you never received. To move forward, you must first decide not to stay where you are. Slow success builds character. Fast success builds ego. Distractions will separate you from your goals if you don't separate yourself from them first. Following the crowd guarantees average results. Don't lose yourself by tolerating too much from the people you want to keep. Instead of distracting yourself from your current life, focus on creating the one you want. When your intentions are pure, you never truly lose anyone, they lose you. Knowing yourself frees you from the fear of missing out on things that aren't meant for you. Breaking your own promises is the quickest way to destroy your self-confidence. Stop cheating on your future with your past. Growth happens when you face the truth about yourself instead of running from it. Failure is temporary, as long as you keep going. Blaming others gives them power over you. Take responsibility for your happiness. Blind trust often leads to betrayal. The only person who truly needs to understand you is you. Stop assuming you'll always have more time later. Be proactive. The first to apologize is the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest. No single thing will fix your life, not a goal, achievement, or relationship. Fix yourself. Respect others, even when they don't deserve it. It's a reflection of your character, not theirs. Winning isn't everything, but you always win when you give your best. You set your own standards. Find your why. It's the foundation of your goals and the fuel behind your actions. Owning your problems may be painful, but it frees you more than blaming others ever will. Be yourself. Say what you feel. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. If you only talk, you only repeat what you know. If you listen, you might learn something new. Never date someone you wouldn't be friends with. The more lessons you can learn from others' mistakes instead of making your own, the better. Healing requires taking responsibility for the role you play in your own suffering. Challenge yourself, that's how you grow. Ignoring red flags because you want to see the good in people will cost you later. Peace isn't about avoiding noise, stress, or hard work, it's about staying calm despite them. Stay away from people who use their pain as an excuse to hurt others. Keep your life private. Most people don't care, and some secretly hope you fail. Reacting emotionally gives away your power. Perfectionism is a disease. Procrastination is a disease. Action is the cure. Go where you are appreciated, not just tolerate it. Before fixing anything else, strengthen your body. A weak body reflects a weak mind, lack of willpower, and poor choices. Some endings will bless your life. Let them happen. True success doesn't come from seeking approval, it comes from taking action, proving your worth, and overcoming obstacles. If you meet someone smarter than you, work with them, not against them. Never expect to get what you give. Not everyone has your heart. Your mental state shapes your experience of life. Prioritize your mind the way you do your body. We struggle because we don't appreciate the things that come easily. Don't let loneliness make you settle for temporary happiness with permanent consequences. Once you're on the right path, you stop getting offended and angry over little things, you have bigger things to focus on. Growth requires learning, even when it's boring. Keeping your personal life private is top-tier self-care. The best relationships happen when being yourself naturally makes the other person happy. One of the worst things you can do is compare your journey to someone else's. Life is not a race. Failure isn't the end, it's just a detour toward success. Even if you can't see the reason for your struggles, trust that there is one. When you truly believe in something, your mind will find a way to achieve it. Patience is the ultimate competitive advantage in life. Your future needs you, your past doesn't. Being true to yourself may make you lonely, but it's better than living a lie. People will try to pull you down out of jealousy. Don't be surprised, it's normal. Change is scary, but staying the same is even scarier. The truth is, everyone will hurt you at some point. Find the ones worth suffering for. If you never face any obstacles, you're probably on the wrong path. The magic you're looking for is hidden in the work you're avoiding. Self-discipline means keeping your promises to yourself and rewarding yourself so you can stay motivated. Your life is shaped by the opportunities you take, even the ones you miss. When you build in silence, no one knows where to attack. Pain only leaves you when it teaches you something. Some lessons have to be learned twice. Staying cool, calm, and collected in stressful situations is crucial. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, just not letting them control you. The more you cling to the past, the less likely your future will be any brighter. The only failure is not trying. The only rejection is not asking. The only mistake is never taking a risk. If you can't say no, then your yes means nothing. People want you to succeed, but not always more than they want to succeed themselves. Stop overestimating others and underestimating yourself. Blaming others for your problems gives them power over you. Life has a way of working out, even when it seems impossible. Never sacrifice who you could be for who you are now. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. Luck favors those who work hard. Good things don't come to those who wait. Don't make one person the center of your happiness. If they leave, they'll take your happiness with them. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started in the first place. Never put relationships before your goals, you may end up losing both. You can fall in love more than once. If someone you love leaves, don't worry, most of the time, it's for the best. You must make difficult choices about what you want from life and what you're willing to sacrifice. If you don't, life will make those decisions for you. Growth happens when you push beyond what feels comfortable. Failure isn't the end, it just shows you what doesn't work. It's normal to feel bad after making the right decision. No matter how kind you are, some people will dislike you. Don't waste your time trying to change that. Later often means never. Difficult times remind you of the good things you've taken for granted. Never seek sympathy. True friends will be there for you without you having to ask. You can't make someone love you by giving them more of what they already don't appreciate. Most of the time, you have to endure pain and learn to grow up on your own. Money doesn't guarantee happiness, but financial struggle can create deep problems. Avoiding your problems won't solve them. Facing them is the only way forward. Regrets can last a lifetime if you don't learn to forgive yourself and others. Comparing yourself to others is a waste of time and energy. People will take advantage of your kindness if you let them. Your problems are rarely as bad as you imagine, unless you let your mind make them that way. Your obsession with happiness is what prevents you from finding it. Treat yourself with the same care and respect you'd give someone you're responsible for helping. If you're in your 20s, expect relationships to fail. They are lessons, not losses. Your friends and family don't always know what's best for you. The worst mistake is believing you're weak. Loving someone doesn't mean you should let them treat you badly. Knowing when to speak up and when to stay quiet is a skill that will make life much easier. Sometimes, you have to take risks. Stepping outside your comfort zone is the only way to discover what's possible. The big secret in life. There is no secret. Success comes from effort. If you don't make yourself indispensable, you'll be easily replaceable. Never let yourself become completely dependent on anyone. Learn to stand on your own, financially, mentally, and emotionally. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool does from his friends. We walk away from our dreams, not because we fear failure, but because we fear success. You can't expect everyone to be good to you. At the same time, you can't be good to everyone. Tough times reveal people's true colors. Pay attention. If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll end up hurting people who didn't harm you. Be careful with trust. Never expect too much from anyone. Don't keep bad friends just because you've known them for a long time. Our wounds often open the door to our greatest growth. Most people only want to hear the good, not the bad, so finding someone to confide in may not be easy. Numbing the pain only delays the inevitable. When life presents a defining moment, you either take control, or let the moment control you. Stay away from narcissists. They drain your energy, ignore boundaries, and play by their own rules. Your thoughts shape your reality, choose them wisely. Trying to control everything will only leave you frustrated. The only thing you can truly control is your mind. People may forget your kindness, but they'll always remember your mistakes. Life is constantly asking you questions. Your actions are the answers. Answer wisely. Perfection is an illusion. Stop chasing it, or you'll never improve. Putting others first when they don't do the same for you will only lead to regret. You must define where you're going in life, because wandering aimlessly will only lead to frustration. Dreams without goals are just wishes. If you feel like you're barely holding on, let go. You shouldn't be holding on to something that makes you feel that way. Bad things don't impact us as deeply as we expect them to. The same goes for good things. We adapt quickly. Never ignore contempt. If someone looks down on you, they will eventually harm you. emotionally, socially, or physically. Cut them out. Even happiness needs contrast. Without sadness, it would have no meaning. You can't be happy with someone else if you're not happy with yourself. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help make it true. Holding grudges only hurts you, not the people you resent. The fear of failure is the only thing that makes a dream impossible. You don't truly understand the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Suffering ends the moment you see it for what it really is. People's actions reveal who they are, their words are often meaningless. Real growth happens when you take responsibility instead of blaming others. If you don't understand why someone is doing something, look at the consequences of their actions. Their real motives lie there. The biggest risk in life is avoiding all risks. The world is changing fast. If you don't adapt, you'll be left behind. Tomorrow never comes, because it's always today.